Now, that's live. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Kick that down. So I see that there. This camera is garbage. Yes. I could even just move over slightly. Oh yeah, it's not a bad little thing going on. Alright. And then, well, for Instagram, I can't see jack. So I wonder, can I flip the camera? Okay. And then I guess we just do that. So I can see that. There we go. That's hilarious because now we've got camera 1, we've got camera 2, we've got camera 3. Well, technically it's camera 3. It's like 1, 2, 3. But anywho, welcome back to the warehouse, everybody. It's good to see you all hanging out. Hopefully you can hear me. We've got some interesting things that I'm excited for, and some of that is here. The Kamen Rider 5's driver, and a bit of some of its cool features. And oh my god, dude, I'm so excited. We are currently at Warehouse Wilgus, done with 3 Kamen Rider videos coming out soon. We have the Pegasus bow that is dropping this Friday. We've got the Black Sun and Shadow Moon drivers coming out in the next every Friday. So March is looking stacked for some dope videos. Then we have the recent delivery to the warehouse, and that is the Kamen Rider 5's driver. And I love this thing, man. It is so cool. I will also say, once you finally get it all connected, let's see. If I turn this on, it should light up red. Oh, wait. Yeah. And so then technically, we would have those items right there for the belt. And when everything is connected and ready to go, standing by. Kenshi. Ooh. Now this is where I am currently at with the Kamen Rider belt, because I have done the background music, de-transform, and you have all sorts of really cool fun features that you can do with it, like the first off, the phone itself can take some phone calls. Excuse me, guys. Oh no. Let me see. Based Fies. Yes. Is that CSM? OMA? Yes, it is indeed. Because with the CSM version 2, you can also add in the background music by pressing and holding down the star button. We can choose a couple different songs, which I personally am a big fan of the last one. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That should be the end of that one. Ethan, it's good to see you. What CSN do you predict they will make next? Ooh, that is a good question. I know they're re-releasing the Blade, which is cool because I've got Garen and I could use Blade, so I'm excited to try to pick that one up. And first, let's get this going. Yeah. Oh my god, that's so cool. Okay, so what is going on? Sasketo, yes, TV, thank you. Can I join the fun, Kenny? What's going on, Kenny? Hey, I don't know. What'd you do? What'd you mean? So, definitely excited for that. CSM wise, this belt review is looking good because we have already gone through, at least video editing wise. I've got many CSM. Yes, it's been a long collection over some time. Definitely excited for that. Nerd! Cisco! He's a nerd! To point and laugh at this man. You know, that's one thing I still have yet to figure out how to do. So that's the thing. I've already got a lot of the. Have you ever made a Forz CSM? No. I haven't looked into. Oh, oopsie. Getting some stuff happening there. I think the second one does something. I don't know. Because I think the same thing. This doesn't do anything. It just matters for the. This is like it's taking forever. Alright, so while that's going on, see, my nephew wants to do this kind of videos. Oh, dude, I totally recommend it. I take some time to get into the comfortableness um, while I'm working on this thing. Okay, you're making too much noise. Thank you. Okay, sorry. They ever made I don't know if. Oh, have they ever made a 4 CSM? No, they have not. Okay, so to answer your question, what would be the last one that they did? Blade and all them is coming and being remade. I don't know because they haven't done a lot of the ones that I feel like they haven't done left is like Drive, which I don't hear anything ever about that one, even like on the remakes, on the reissues. Build has been recently again been done on the Super DX line, and then you have Forze, which is the space Kamen Rider, and Wizard. Personally, in my opinion, I would love to have a Wizard one. But that's just because I had a massively popular Kamen Rider crossover with Doctor Strange video where I did a Kamen Rider dress up with Doctor Strange together, and that was Mr. Stevenson. Oh God, still managed to mess up the name. Good to see you. I'm kidding. Happy spring break. It's good to see you. But no. Oh, was it Kaylee, my love? I miss you, sweetheart. Ah, Mr. Stevens. Yes. It is good to see you all. I've been missing you all as well. I've been meaning to get into doing the live, hanging out with you all. Which drivers am I missing? What do you think is a good first CSM? Ooh, that's a good one. Do I have the CSM blade? So, I don't have the CSM blade, but I have a blade that is CSM sized. And, looking snazzy. Ooh, only to keep that geek chic going, man. Ah. Now, do I still have batteries in this thing? Yes. And that's also still another way. I'll be honest with you. I would love for Kamen Rider Blade or Kamen Rider Saber. Sorry. I would love for Kamen Rider Saber to get a CSM. But at the same token, since we've already gotten this Ultimate Edition, which in my opinion has so much stuff on here, dude. Like, I do not have CSM Blade. I just have Garen's, which uses the cards. So definitely, I want this one 100%. I want Blade. I did actually on youtube.com/warehouse Wilgus. We did a Common Rider Henshin video with a local photographer. His name is Armando Jimenez, and an amazing photographer, by the way. And we ended up doing a video that hit around 1.6K views on YouTube, where I'm just henshining with the Garen. And oh, dude, it was so cool. I loved it. Still haven't showed you guys some of this. Look at this. He got the big guns. Oh, love, you know. Dark Barcode from Juárez, Chihuahua. ¿Qué pasó, mixto? Es mucho. Tiempo es noche, pero hola, ¿cómo estás? Ah, dude, I love it. Yeah, see, that's near my thing. I actually have to head to Juárez tomorrow to go. Necesita bien con el Juárez con farmacia. Necesita medicina. ¡Oh! Now, once we finally do make it, we'll be able to get the medicine we need to survive, to live, and to get stronger. Okay, so, do I have any DX belts? Kyle, yes I do. I've got a few. Nothing available readily right now, though that's a lie. Give me a second. Let's see. This is going to come off because it's just wibbly wobbly. And I need to... What my next step right now is to... Actually... Go ahead and de-transform that. My next goal right now is to go through the booklet because there are 20 pages. What's up, Sparta? Oh, Green Ranger! What's up, dude? Good to see you. And Geet. Sorry, I didn't see you there as well. Oh my god. First and foremost, I'm sorry if I'm getting distracted. It's cool because I've got Instagram, I've got YouTube, and I've got TikTok. So I'm just trying to gather and hang out with all of you. I miss you. Show us the big guns. Dog, what do you think this is? Oh, actually, here. That's a good question. Actually, I forget. If I wanted to henshin with this one, let's see. This is why I love this thing. It's so loud. It's so sick. Henshin. So if they were able to replicate something like this, CSM-wise, you saw I got the Jakku Dragon one, right? Yes, I did, Sparta. I did see that. Oh my god, dude, you had no idea. When I was like, what are you talking about? Some guy's walking around your town with a big purple sword? I'm like, the only big purple sword that I personally know of, because we've reviewed quite a few swords over at the warehouse. I think currently we are at about over a dozen different type of sword reviews. We have a lot of the Demon Slayer, Sword Art Online, Attack on Titan, Swords, Proplica line from Bandai, along with all the other Kamen Rider ones. So yes, Sparta, oh, we love your man bun, dude. Wait, no. Am I having it? No, I just have my little ponytail going on right now. I'm embarrassed. Stop it. But let me show you one of the DX belts that we've got. Alright, oh, that was a bad idea. I should have did that first because that's going to happen. Uh-huh. Wait, I need this. We need the belt extender because I don't have the waist of a child yet. This is the Vision Driver from Kamen Rider Geats. Specifically extra in my opinion, because what's cool about it is that it also has like a hacking feature, which, My Little Pony, I miss my long hair. Log in, yes. So, we'll come and show off that part in a second, but, and I've even forgotten the old ways of being able to quote-unquote henshin, but yeah, which does let you have a special attack. And if you use certain buckles, you can also still get yeah. Oh, dude. So this one's pretty cool. Well, first off, this particular driver piece is amazing because it's one of the custom-made items that allows me to make any one of the driver units that I want. I don't remember much, but yeah, this one gives me Wizard, Kamen Rider Wizard. Oh, dude, I love that. So, yes, pretty sick. This is one of the other belts, which I forget. Oh, it's all hacking. Oh, dude, I love this little thing right here. The main belt's light. Ah, it's amazing. Need more drivers, but I just spent 500 on the GKKC Megazord. Oh, dude. Did just made me realize that Gazer uses the same red driver despite his suit being gold and white. Yeah, pretty much. How much was a Neo DK driver? Okay, hold on. We got a couple questions. Let's get those answered. Let's take a look. Okay, so the Neo Decayed one I got off of Toe Collectibles. And I got lucky because I actually got some extra cards for that one. But I don't know if that's the Neo Decayed one that we're talking about with the pink. His driver being pink, I don't have that one. That one was, I think, the show exclusive and not in the CSM line, which in my opinion is fine. I like the white belt driver. I'm Henny Joined. What's up, my man? Woo! And so then, yes, with the white, not the pink. Oh, okay. So yeah, and it was the price that I paid for over at Toe Collectibles. That one was nice, but I got lucky with the extra cards. And they're actually the same place that let me pick up this part as well, which I can't, dude. Oh, I love this one so much. Now, what is pretty sweet, though, is that we are going to have a little bit more CSM items to look forward to here over on the channel. So that's going to be super sick. How much was the Gazer driver? I think I got it for about like 100. I don't think just drop the pre-orders for the Memorial Digivices. Dude, I know. I want them so bad. I specifically want the clear blue one so bad. Toe Collectibles, hook me up, man. Sponsor me. I've done a lot of stuff that you sell. Hook a brother up. But yes, that's gonna be one that if I can find it down the road, that'd be pretty sweet. I'm a little hesitant because financially wise, there's a lot of stuff coming out that I need to take care of some other things first before I can even jump into my fun things. Like the Spy's sword that's going to be coming out. It's going to be like $300. And that's expensive, man. I can't afford that. So that's why I need to hurry up and get the YouTube channel and the TikToks to start taking off and doing some things so that way we can afford to buy some other bigger, better things. And, ooh, what is it? Lee Hyung Min. Oh, President Mucha. So is Amazon a good place to buy drivers? It's not a bad place. I mean, you're buying through a third party anyways, and so they're just using Amazon to sell their stuff. I've bought some items from uh, Amazon, and I mean, you know, you can buy where you gotta buy from, and that's where you can do what you gotta do. Which Kamen Rider that you like and don't like the most? Ooh, that's a good question. 165 for clear with crests and art book. Oh, Florida, that's 165. Okay, the crests are pretty cool. I saw the art book I could pass on, but I mean the crest part for cosplay would be so sick. Oh my god. I think it's 120 for like just the regular or at least it was on Bandai's website. But I currently don't have any more pre-orders that are coming in, so that's good financially. Uh, though there are a few more items dropping in the future, like, one of the big things I'm super excited for is, okay, because you guys know how excited and how much I love this thing, because again, it's got songs. So, anyways, this thing is amazing. I know that what is it? The Kakir Alger, King Oger is coming out with a memorial version of their sword, and I cannot tell you how much I want that thing because it's very similar to the Seiken sword, and it's oh my god, it's great. I want it so bad. And then there's going to be selling, which in my opinion isn't a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. I can understand it. I'm not for it, but it's kind of cost. The add-on features that are like memory units, they're going to slot in, I guess, in a unit like a memory, so that way you can get to every one of the 5 characters will have their own chip that you can go ahead and log in and use. So you can get their background music. So that's pretty sweet. Let's see here. Because I'm going to buy a Decade driver at around 80 something. Well, if it's a DX for 80, that doesn't sound like it might be too bad. But if it's CSM, 80 sounds a little bit too good to be true. The only time that I've seen some CSMs at like $80 is going to be like Gimes Gimes, the fruit little lock seeds and the sets. That's when I've seen those for around that price. Can't wait year 2068 for Oma Zio show his full powers. Jesus, right? Make sure it's not bootleg. You know, I like Oma. Actually, he's not bad. Going up to prior to that, I need to get back into watching a lot of the series, to be honest with you. It's been a minute since I've actually been getting back into watching. Geats was when I was really, really super into watching Kamen Rider. And I will tell you, I'm actually going to be getting ready to sell, because I want to get the memorial editions of these drivers. And this was another... Oh. Nope. It's DK'd again. That's a mistake. It's not supposed to do that. Oh my god. Oh, yes, I want the Memorial Edition so bad. And these particular ones that I'm going to be selling are going to already have the extended handles. So they're going to be DX extended, but that way, again, it fits more in line for like an adult when you have the setup. Which, again, super cool. What I love about this is that you can revolve. Dude. Yeah, we'll do that later. So, good stuff. Oh my god. So I'm super excited. Super, 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 super excited. Toe Collectibles, I think, is selling the Memorial Magnum and Boost for 92. So I want to pick that up soon. And then I'm waiting for Doom Geats Rise Buckle. Oh yeah, I have Mituki. Oh, the Muteki Ride Watch, but don't have Ziku Driver yet. Ooh, the Muteki. I like Hyper Muteki for what is it? Game? No, it's not game. Sorry. Oh my god. It's the gamer one. Oh my god. Give me a second. It's Wizard Game Ghost Drive Xaid. Sorry. Thank you. It's for Common Rider Xaid. Jesus. Sorry, I almost lost it there for a second. Kind of remember, you know, the 50 years of Common Rider different series they've had going on. Let's see. So hold on, I'm missing some conversation. Let's keep going up here. If I get it and you're live, I'll give you an update. Dude, noise. I'm thinking that they really did a memory unit for later team ups with the new expand sounds. Yes, Jason. Good call. Didn't see that. I think it's from the Bandai store. I'll double check the seller. Okay, not bad. EX8, 01, and Geats are masterpieces. Yeah, I think 01 would be a very nice CSM, but I don't know how packed it would be, considering that they have like the 01, 02 add-on driver. That would be a pricey one, but it would be big, and I think it would have a lot of stuff. That would be cool. Anyone here really like Double, or is it me? I do. Sorry, I didn't see you. What for the saber sword? If you tap a book on it, will it play a sound effects? No, that's the other thing, is that these particular ones do not have the reader on there, so this one will just go off of whatever book it's initially installed in. So I've already turned it off, but I'll show you what that does. Which you can also take a look at all my fun Kamen Rider belt and accessory videos at youtube.com/warehouse Wilgus. Come for the curiosity and stay for the good times. We're very excited. We're growing actually. On TikTok, we are at 2.5K followers. So, sorry, that's over here. TikTok, we're at 2.5K followers. You all are amazing. Over on Instagram, you're dropping the ball. We're only at 970. We've been at 970 for a year, and I don't know what the heck's happening. Facebook, I don't know why I'm pointing at Facebook, because it's not Facebook, but YouTube, you're at 1.5K on subscribers. So, dude, super excited for that. Let me see. I'm waiting for the Doom Geats, EX8C Bandai Belt version, DK Driver Master Decade collectibles for 79. That's not bad. Muteki looks base 01 drivers. I'm not based. Well, I thought base was a good thing. Nice plug. Oh, you know it. And hi, Tony. What's up, Tony? Yeah. So, what were we talking about before that? We were going to show off a bit of this, even though it's a little late. I'm going to try to keep this not exceptionally loud because, as you guys have already heard, it's loud. So, the cool thing about the Seiken here is that as you tap it, you go through your background musics. But if you press and hold, you will cycle through like the 8 different transformation sounds. So what is my favorite era for Kamen Rider? I'm liking the new stuff, man. Yeah, the Reiwa era is cool. Heisei is cool. Don't get me wrong, I like the classics, but finance, the belts, the looks, the suits. They're my jam. I dig it. The wizard is whoo Woo! I love the way he looks. So, when we go through some background music, I think we have like 6. The first one is your initial opening. So I could just imagine cosplaying and walking in with, first off, this giant thing. Though I'm curious to see how this would sound in public. Yeah! Dude, this is ridiculous, man. I'm telling you, this is loud and I love it, but none of like the CSG line for Kamen Rider, I will tell you, is nowhere near this level of functionality and features. They are slacking, and this is a third-party release, by the way. A cosplay would be so fire, dude. Yes, I'm a Heisei Phase 1 boy, but every show is awesome. True. Me too. Don't like Decade. I need to check out Decade. This sounds like a horrible person. And the Geats Memorial book is another Geats items I can show you. Sent you a guest invite. Ooh, how do I do that? How do I invite? I don't know what you did. Did it? Is it get? Oh, do I click that? Okay. Accept. What does it do? Alright, I guess it lets you know if you are joining. Oh no, how do I hear you? Is it off of the phone? Yeah. Yes, okay, I can turn the volume up. What's up?
Hey. Okay, yeah, because you mentioned that immediately. I was like, okay, I gotta pull these out because I just got the Memorial one the other day.
Nice.
But when I got the Memorial one, I also got the coin.
I was about to ask.
So, like, I was just like, I need to get it with the coin because I have a full-on, like, complete cosplay, like, civilian version of
Nice.
Ace. I found the tux, like, the red and, like, tux, and I was like, okay, I'm getting that. But just out of the box, like, these ones, because they pretty much, I was thinking originally I was going to mod them, but just the sleekness of them having, like, the less, like...
That looks nice. I heard it's die-cast on the handle.
Like holes like they typically do for Memorial Edition, like there's no, except for one where the battery goes, but there is no holes. You can really visibly see too much for like the screws or anything. And it's the same thing with
the Magnum, I think, right?
For Magnum.
Yeah.
But for Magnum, they did also fix. I don't know if you had the issue where the double like turn, if you did the revolve, sometimes it wouldn't work. Right? That is actually fixed in this buckle.
Nice.
So that customer is able to actually do that. The only thing I kept the coin. I actually kept the coin in this, which I would highly recommend. The Sound ID cores.
I have them, and I'm not wowed by them for the sound volume.
I was wowed by them.
Nice. Okay, why? Tell me. I love it.
The reason I was wowed by the Sound ID cores is these.
Oh yes,
So I was like,
the cards.
Okay, I didn't need the Sound ID cores, but I'm like, for cosplay purposes, I need it. Like, it's important to have that as a part of the. And then the other one I got from Memorial is the laser race buckle. It was the premium one. This did come with the premium Barioba and Kekra cards. And it does sound better than the DX one because I had the DX one originally.
Okay, so that was going to be my other question I was going to ask is for the Memorial editions that you've gotten for the Magnum and the Boost, and even with the Laser Rise. Do they bring in any music, or are they just sound effects and voiceovers?
No, they're mostly just the sound effects. They do have, I think, for like I'm not sure which one of the buckles it is, but they do add the sound effect extra of like the dong sound for like you would get when Ace is using like his god power and you hear that dong.
Yeah.
That's an added sound.
Okay.
But other than that, it was mostly just like the premium look to it. And adding the more extended handles.
Nice, because I know Mark 9 is going to come in with the the opening song as the
Yeah.
in it. So that, and to me personally, I'm looking at the price for it too. I think it's like 90 or 82 over on Pro Collectibles.
Yeah, I'm getting the Mark 9 for sure.
Oh.
I mean, I have the Mark 9, but it's just like
I don't. That's why I want Mark 9 so that way I can be able to first off get the cleaner, larger, nicer looking versions. And I think that's going to be where. And I wonder if they did this specifically, where they made the Geats belts more quote unquote customizable for the CSM, where they don't sell one major unit. They'll just, okay, well, if you want the Laser Rise one, you can get it over here. If you want Nagos, it's over here. You want Buffa, over here. You don't have to buy them all in one shot.
all the different buckles now, and I think they're doing that more because just the way the belt is designed, you figure the ID core doesn't have any sound to it, so they can make as many ID cores as they want, which means they can. And since it's a double rail system, where the sound is usually in the buckle itself,
Yeah.
they can pretty much continue doing it. It's pretty similar to what 01 had for a while, where they basically just add on and add more sounds because you can just create another one to it to insert into the driver, since that makes most of the sounds.
Totally. So I'm super excited. Those are next in line that I want to pre-order and pick up once I start selling a little bit more, because I also still have, I think, another driver from with the demons and the stamp, Revice, the Libara.
Just so I say I can have it. It's one of those things where I had my display over there, where it's basically just like, okay, I'm going to start, because I had the Geo stuff with all of the everything except for, I think I'm missing Wizard for the Ride Watch.
Nice.
And so then I was going into 01. I was like, okay, I have all 01 stuff. And then I'm like, you know what? Ray was new. I can just easily I'll just pick up the Revice belt, and then all I'd be missing, I can get Saber stuff pretty affordably now.
Yeah.
And Saber's coming in. Once Saber started with the larger adult size things, I was just kind of like, okay, maybe I should collect some more, collecting Saber now too, because that's what makes collecting hard now. You'll see a DX item, like I picked up the DX changer for Boom Boonger, or I just ordered it just recently, and I wasn't planning on getting it because I was like, I'm gonna wait a year for the Memorial, but I found out it's compatible with the Geo driver. It makes the Survive ride watch.
Interesting. Well, it makes sense because it's all rail systems. Sooner or later, they're going to run into repeats. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the main thing was because I was hoping that they would do it more for the rail system, beyond that, where you'd have some of the same stuff with the cars and everything that would be there, but they made the rails a little bit different, and that bugged me for Geats, because I was like, oh, Geats is a rail system, and then you're like, yeah, but you're not going to get the ride watches in it, you're not going to get anything else in it.
Yeah. Side's a little question here. I think E10 Mio, you asked about the extender, the belt extenders. I highly recommend them. Myself, well, I'm a skinny guy, so I'm at around a 29, 30 on my waist, and I can get away with still having maybe one or two of these little parts available. I don't know if you've used any of the extender belts, but they're nice. You may need one or two, depending on how plus size you might be, but they are a fantastic investment because, again, a lot of you, it takes away a lot of that uncomfortableness, that tightness that you're trying to feel just to fit into a kid-sized toy.
I actually recommend alternatives.
There are
extenders, because pretty much AliExpress, you can get a lot of the really CSM that fit great. And they're CSM already, so they're going to have a style, so they're going to have you can add to it on the back and just extend it a little bit. But the other thing you can actually do is mod the X-Bone. I did this with my Decade one to make it a little bit more accurate, was that I just basically took regular belt, looped it through the internal one on the older belts in the Decade one, and then measured it to myself, so I ended up having it to my size. But then I took and just put the fabric over top of it, and on the back I padded it, so it's nice. It looks like it would from the show. I've got to redo it because it's been used
some time,
a bit. But there's lots of ways to mod a belt besides the extenders. I only usually get the extenders for ones where I'm like, I might sell this later. Where it's kind of I don't really feel adding another belt or taking another thing apart and running it that way.
So definitely. So bam. So not only do you have your initial size for the other viewers in the chat. So appreciate it. Oh, dude, thank you for that chime in. So there are a lot of stuff like on AliExpress. There's another gentleman that I don't have his card handy right now who was able to get me the custom Geats ID Core one made for me. You've got stuff on Etsy where people can do that for you. My recommendation is going to be find out your size. Get comfortable with it and learn. So that way when you start exploring and searching for it, you'll be able to see, okay, cool. This is story of a girl. No, you've got like what like the lengths of these are, which is close to almost like a foot. And so as you start realizing, okay, well, what am I working with? And this way you can still to have a chance to enjoy what you want to enjoy with. So, oh, dude, major kudos on that one. Etsy, online, eBay, you can customize it yourself if you're interested. There's choices. Just how invested are you to get into it?
With like stuff like AliExpress and other like sites where they're not just doing like those types of mods, you're seeing like the full on like bottom spandex versions, like the base forms of like riders. If you just want to cosplay the rider,
Yeah.
like it, and then you still have to do the armor and stuff yourself. But that's the hard part. So it's kind of like if you get a helmet, you just have that base form. Like I mean, it depends on your skill level.
Things you can stack up on. Yeah. Which is where I'm at. I would love to do a full suit because I've got enough of the little accessories. But what about you? Do you have a suit that you'd like to your dream suit that you'd like to have first?
Probably, I'm split between doing like Geats like base form of like just and Geats 9 because Geats 9 is so beautiful. So it's like, I would love to do that because I haven't ordered it yet. I got the Bandai China one they had of the full size like gun,
the QB9
one, which is amazing. But I'm thinking about getting the railgun one because it works really well. The only thing the regular one has is they don't fit the like race buckles in them. You have to actually like modify it, which I'll plan on doing for cosplay purposes. But
there you go.
That's why I'm kind of in between, which is weird because technically my favorite rider is Decade, but.
All right, so sorry, I got a question here. Big question: is the driver put on the waist or stomach like I see the Decade put it on his stomach? I think. Ooh, that's a good question.
Depends on the actor.
Yeah, first I'll let you go. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, like it technically, because you're supposed. It's the weird thing. It has to do with filming, because the actors are different heights, and when they set you up for the shot, because I've seen them do this a couple times. They want to do bottom center for basically where they're going to show the belt throwing you on you. So if you are a taller actor, like if you ever look at Genem Zombie mode, he's a taller person, so his belt will be much lower on his waist. When you're seeing it where you have a shorter person, it'll be higher because they have to fit in the camera. That's really the only reason why.
Right. So. In my opinion, I think it kind of comes back down to really full on. It's preference. I mean, really, who cares? If somebody's going to come out and say like, "Oh, your belt's 2 inches too tall," you can get rider kicked out of this entire conversation, and we're good. Because it comes down to like the comfortableness in cosplay, what you want to do. For me, I'm like 6'1", so. If I go to say again for like that belt and I come up to the top, you can definitely see gut-wise that's going to be a little awkward.
Yeah.
Compared to when it would come to the actual waist, and that looks like, oh, okay, now we can actually see an adult playing with the toy. It fits the size of me. So it goes by your own thing, my man. Enjoy it. Omazio snap.
The fun thing is if you're skinny enough and you have a bunch of them, just start stacking them on top of each other.
Dude, like I have not thought about doing my alternate form where I just try to figure out how many belts I can fit around me. I've seen some on Twitter, or X now. Sorry, I've seen somewhere somebody had like 10 or 15 belts around their body. Like, yes, I am the ultimate rider.
I think I wouldn't do it like around my waist. I would just do like a main rider belt, like a high with a high form extension, like a and then just wear like two like almost like wrestling belts on like your waist, or it's basically like you wear them like this. So you have you have three hedging belts, but it's just two you're hanging off your arms, and the others you're wearing on your waist.
And if that's the case, I would totally come in there with Macho Man. You think you can come into my world? Rider kick me! The big man Macho! The biggest boy with the biggest kicks! Ah! Oh no, Sariba! Just seeing that kind of a level would be amazing.
That's what I think. This is like having that's what I think of when I think of belts. This is at first. So when I started getting rider belts, I was like at some point like just hanging over your head, because also I think having to try to fit it for someone else. That's why I like the CSM style that you can adjust. Because for example, I bought the this buckle and the fantasy buckle.
Yeah.
So I only got it because I want to, if I ever run into to Dan Southworth at a con, because he played the Quantum Ranger and Time Fire's actor did the fantasy belt. I want to have him wear it in the picture.
There
so,
you go.
I'm just like, this is a cheap buckle that I found like for like $20. So
if you had that many, yes, no, I love it. That would be cool. Hopefully, that would be a fun one to run into those kind of actors, which is dope. That Decades actor is coming over to America for another. When was it? PowerCon or something in September.
PowerCon, he's going to be there along with a bunch of others, and then also
which is
Captain Marvelous's actor is going to be at MomoCon in Atlanta.
Dopeness. So yes, really, indeed, my friend. So oh my gosh, I was gonna piggyback off of that real quick. You were gonna be saying something about the belts. Never mind, I lost it. No big. Dang, I can't make it. No worries, no worries. Oh no, that's what we were gonna say. Your question here was like, is the K-Touch a good upgrade? Like, how's the playability? If you're a Decade fan, it's necessary. 100%. In order for you to even get into the full super special awesome K-Touch, or to the next level, you need the K-Touch in order to do.
I have the other one too.
There we go. I forget where. So yes, I would say if you can get them, which is what's dope on the CSM Decade K-Touch version 2. If you can find that one, it's everything combined and everything in that you'll need, all in one box, which was cool. You were able to a la carte it in a sense, where you can find just the driver or just the cards, which was nice. But in my case, go ahead.
Because I have the Geo version of the Decade Belt and the original Decade Belt, the DX one, and another CSM with the original CSM somewhere. But I'm probably going to use my original DX belt. Like, I'm going to take that and I'm going to modify and paint it to look like the stone version of the belt that he had at the beginning of the episode before he first transforms. So that way I can have every different version of the Decade belt at some point.
Nice. I was hesitant about continuing on trying to pick up so many of like the DX line belts, but then when I realized again how many these are going to be continuing on, and I don't even have enough right now to pick up V3, even though I haven't seen the series for Kamen Rider V3. Like, it's old school, it's classic, it's way beyond my time, and I love again how they all progress and built. But dude, it's like $400, $500 for a series that's like 40 years old for a belt. I can't.
Well, in general, even like Rider 1's Ichigo's belt, like that one, it's still it was released a while ago. It is still up there.
Yeah.
on the market. I'm like, that belt is one of the first ones that came out when they did CSM.
Now I will tell you, it's nice though. I got mine on a bit of a discount because of a friend from GameStop, but even at that price, like, it's nice leather, it feels good, the sound is nice, the action again with the infrared, which I love it. It's so cool. But still.
I think the only one that beats that one with the action of being able to transform with it is the Black Sun from the new Black series. Yeah, because it's like the motor control with the motions and stuff. It's like,
You mean these two? The Black Sun and the Shadow Moon.
yep.
Yes, no, dude. I'm personally excited because I've got the 2 unboxing review videos dropping on my YouTube channel next Friday and the Friday after. So every Friday we've got a video dropping over at the channel at the warehouse, and this Friday we have the Pegasus bow first. Then next week we've got the Black Sun, and then we have Shadow Moon. So not only are you going to see a lot of light, and again, I hear you. I'm right 100%. I'm right behind you yelling, dude, those belts are amazing. Just because of that whole feature. The infrared. Oh, no
The
button.
funny thing is you can see the engineering that is going into each one, to even where it does like off-rider stuff, like the freaking Disney Imagination belt that they did was like the animations and stuff in the belt itself. And it's like, that's not even a Common Rider thing, but it's definitely a Common Rider belt. Like, it's
Oh, dude. So yes, I love the CSMs. They're adult toys, and I will tell you, this is just like Fies by himself already. There is a ton of features on what you can already do just with this one. The video I've already been editing right now is already at like 35 minutes.
That's version 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You can definitely clearly see the difference.
The painting on it, I think, right? Yeah.
The paint job on it is immaculate.
I did get lucky so far. I saw one of the YouTubers was showing that his came with like some glue on the spot, but thankfully I'm not at the part yet where I've done the exceed charge test to see if everything communicates correctly. But I think we should be fine. Crossing fingers. Crossing fingers. And Flaming Assassin, it's good to see you. I saw the wave. So dope. Wait, what was that here? The noises are so awesome, and the motors are just mwah, chef kiss. Yes, Jason, I am so jealous, brother. Nice. Muscle memory goes crazy. Yeah, I will say it was hard initially trying to learn Shadow Moon's henshin.
Yeah.
Yeah, only because it's a mirror.
It's different.
Yeah.
Too. So it's
just slightly. So good things. Are you planning on picking any other tokusatsu items in the future? Because like you said, you've got Boom Boom.
I'm definitely doing the Memorial Odra Caliber, which is the name of the sword, by the way.
Yes, Odra Caliber. Yes. Oh, I want that.
But I'm also going to probably get well, I can't think of the Japanese name for it. Shadow Saber.
Garo?
I want that too. I'm huge on swords. Like I have a whole rack that is basically just like different swords that I have that I started displaying. On the actual walls themselves?
Sorry, I'm trying to see how. Oh, expand. Here we go.
Then I can make there. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So then I have a spot for the Odra Caliber already on the wall.
Nice.
This is just a costume version of the Shadow Saber that I had from years ago that I'm going to replace with the Memorial one when I get it.
Yes.
This is the Memorial Yokai Saber.
I like that one. I feel like, again, I don't have any reason to pick up any of the keys because no, my wallet has told me no. I understand. I'm good. But it looks cool.
These themselves, if you get the new Memorial Edition ones, like you can get the teams pretty quickly because just wait every year. Just get the new sets of the Memorial teams that they're doing, the anniversary ones.
Yeah.
They do the new team with it. So, like for example, this year they did King Oger, but then they also have the 10-year anniversaries going back to the beginning of whatever Sentai was. And if they keep doing that, in about 5 years or so, you'll have all of the keys, and it's an easier way to try to, instead of trying to scavenge and look, at this point.
Or here's an idea. I don't. I don't even start that entire little digging a hole, but that's cool. Because I'm a horrible hater on that side, so let me maybe not sound so horrible haterish. In that sense, you do give a very good valid point that if you want to jump into it, it's not a bad idea that you can wait a little bit of some time and still be able to pick up the full sets and not try to scavenge your hunt. So that's pretty cool.
Well, the other tricky part is that, like, with Toku Electables especially, when they are doing the, like you can do in payments thing, that's how I ended up getting the Memorial Saber, it's very, very easy when you're only like, oh, this is only $30 a month, to want to get a lot of things.
Yeah, all of a sudden that $30 a month jumps up to like, oh, it's $100 every 3 weeks or every 2 weeks because you're gonna do it every on PayPal. But you're right, it does help make some of these larger purchases manageable, and that's where I'm trying to again because with Fies going to his CSM belt or the sword, and I want that.
You're getting the sword too, then.
I want it. I want it. So far, sword-wise, I've gotten quite a few. Like, pretty much every one of them that's launched for Saber, I've gotten. I'm not going to do the ones you've picked up because I've not invested yet into those series. And so, they look sweet, but I do want to save the monies for, like, on the one side note, like the Proplica line for the Demon Slayer. There's going to be one more sword coming out from that with the Mist person, I think. And I don't want it. I don't want that I want it. I don't want that I don't need it, but I still want to get it.
Well, the biggest reason that I end up getting the Gotai Saber is because I can't stand the dagger swords. It bugs me so much.
Yeah. I hear you. I hear you 100%. Now,
guns, no big deal. Like, guns are pretty decently to scale. So like, they're a little off, but they're passable. But
yeah. Now, the one from the guns that I do want to get is the pirate from what's his face, the one the dancing. Yo-hoi! Yo-hoi!
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think that'll be worth it because the other one that came with it, because I have the Zenkaiger regular one.
Bingo. Yes.
So it's definitely.
Ooh, nice mask of the mask.
The mask.
The mask of the mask. Dude.
Yeah, I put it there because I've been starting to redo the shelf, and so I have that. I have my Ranger helmet, and I have that was the first slate I ever did for a production. It's signed by Kevin Smith, Jonathan Frakes, and Sam Raimi.
Dude, that's goated. Yes, these are awesome. Gokaiger is goated.
Not only did I use it when I was first doing productions, like about a couple decades ago, like they signed it because when I told them it was like my first production slate, I was like, oh, that's cool. I just wanted to show them, and then they're like, yeah, let's sign it.
I was like, okay, then didn't expect that, but I appreciate it. Nice, dude, that's great, man. So that's you've already got some really nice ones to look forward to. You've got there's a few swords to look forward to. I'm trying to think of some other ones that are coming down the pipeline. Because thankfully, I'm happy there's not much in my world of pre-orders that I need to worry about. So financially, I can kind of recover.
The other sword I have that I haven't put on the wall is the decade one behind me.
The Booker.
The CSM one, because I'm like, I can keep that in the box. Only because it's like, oh, am I going to put this in gun mode or sword mode or carry it on my side? I probably will cosplay with the DX one because that one I'm not the biggest fan of. I like that it's to scale. To scale is great for me, but with something like Decade, the DX one can hold more cards than the CSM one, and that bugs me.
There we go. I will say that I was able to carry the Booker in the sword form pretty easily. And I feel like that probably had more presence cosplay-wise comparative to functionality. And where I saw that the worst was when I was at one of the El Paso Comic-Cons, and I was trying to show off the Black Sun belt, but it was too loud inside the convention center, so none of it mattered because it was all just. And you couldn't hear.
If I was doing like cosplay videos, I love that the Memorial Edition items, on the Sentai side at least, especially, have the not just theme music and stuff in it. They typically have the transformation background music as one of the sound cues, so that you if you're doing a transform and it stays on, so that you can go through the whole motions and everything. But if you're in a con, it doesn't matter. You don't hear it. Those speakers are not powerful enough.
No. Well, maybe this one. Maybe this is so far the only accessory that I've seen that might. Oh, scheisse. Yeah, that might actually carry the sound, but you've got a point. And even at that point, again, post-production, if you wanted to put the sounds in there, you don't have to rely on the actual in-point cameras, the audio. You can just do it after, which is what I've had to do a few times for when I did a Doctor Strange cosplay and had to dub over a few things. So, but even then, it's still nice though when you're trying to actually henshin with it. Oh,
If I actually do a writer's suit entirely, at some point I am thinking about trying to integrate some sort of like Bluetooth speaker or something into it with like a mic, like a lav mic hidden over the belt,
yeah.
having like a Bluetooth speaker into my phone, and then the belt would still make the sounds, but the Bluetooth speaker would enhance them.
Yeah.
At a con.
It's like, all right, well, that speaker's not working. I got you, bro. Give me a second. Which isn't hard again once you, well, I say it's not hard, but once you figure out the electronics, it's doable.
Yeah.
Once you have the idea and you have somebody who can put together the wires so that we don't burn up or explode, which are two important things.
Well, I'm not too bad with why I was like, I'm going to be doing some like heavy electronic stuff in a cosplay that I'm planning coming up. I'm going to try to do Vox from Has Been Hotel, where I'm going to actually have the TV head, and I figured out how to engineer it in a way that I should be able to animate the face and still be able to see out of it.
Oh yes, because you want to not be able to obstruct. You want to be able to still see, but not use that as an excuse to, oh, well, I missed out on showing off this one feature because I wanted to, not die when I walk.
Well, my first experimentation into doing something like that, because eventually what I want to do if I'm going to be cosplaying Kamen Riders is I know that you can get like light up and you can do light up helmets, but I want to do it kind of how where they'll do like the more animated style that they do, where it's like an effect on the show, and then put like the LED so that they like animate within the helmet itself.
So with that being said, because I'm going to be dipping out of here very soon, actually right now, because it's getting late for me, do you have a Facebook or something that I can follow you on? Because I do want to follow that process.
I have the same on all social media. It's just Jason Gray, so I'm on here on Instagram.
Somebody said what's up. Panda. Chaotic.
Hey.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't want to interrupt you, but he said what's up. So, Jason, there we go. Okay, cool. Definitely. Oh, there we go. How do I do this? Follow back. Nice. Treat. Bam. So, my man, Jason, it's a pleasure to meet you, my friend.
Like, I was on an episode of MTV's True Life in 2009 called I'm Fanboy for Power Rangers.
Ooh, nice.
So, like, when that episode aired, people were kind of like, I was like, I'm just going to make myself easy to find.
I dig it, dude. Dopeness. So, it is a pleasure. I look forward to hopefully maybe running into you here again at the warehouse maybe another time. And always a fun feature for everyone who's coming in. But regardless, I enjoy your spring break, my man. Thank you for dropping on by. Can't wait to anime and talk. Let me see this.
The Dukes of Hedon.
Get out.
Because it was 0-1. When
Get out.
I did love the shirt.
That's good. That's horrible, and I love it. Dude, Jason, hells yeah. So, my man, enjoy. Very pleasure to meet you. And everyone else for the chat, too. Laters.